Hello, this is Tina, and welcome to Lakeshore Academy. Today I'm going to be showing you the inside of Learn Math Fast, the System Volume 1. Now this one, in particularly, Volume 1, it focused on the basic operations, as you can see. Now, if you have a student that has difficulty learning math with multiplication tables, have difficulty with that, can't seem to remember the multiplication tables, well, then 9 times out of 10, somewhere in there, they're having problem with basic addition. So once you get addition in all the steps down pat, then it'll be much, much easier for you to be able to absorb the information that deals with multiplication. So what I love about Learn Math Fast, now this is what my daughter uses. She's in the 8th grade. It instructs you to start from volume 1 if you have problems with math. So being that math is not my daughter's best subject, we started with volume 1 and we're going to continue to go on. Now in the beginning it's very easy, but it's not, you need to look over the part that it's just basically 5 plus 3 in the beginning. She is trying to basically teach you the concepts of math, give you a good solid foundation so your child will move through that fairly quickly. But what I like about Learn Math Fast, when you have a child that has difficulties with math and they're an older child, a lot of the curriculums out there is focused on grade level. With Young Learn Math Fast, it's not focused on grade level. It's broken up in different volumes, but it don't have a specific grade level on it. So if you have an older child using it and starting out with volume 1, they won't feel bad that it's starting out from volume 1. And the cover, as you can see, is very mature. It's not too childish and it's not too grown. It's like a happy medium, so that if an older child using this, it won't make them feel bad in any way. And if they have to carry this book around, no one would think anything of it. But basically, Learn Math Fast Volume 1 is going to go over all the basic operations, basic concepts, adding, multiplication, division, borrowing with zeros, multiplication. And this is the gist of this book. With older kids that struggles from 9 to age 14, they're instructed to start with volume 1. And they should read each lesson aloud, or the teacher should read the lesson aloud while the student moves around the coins. Some students can learn by reading on their own, others cannot. So you will have to differentiate what type of child you have. Do you have the type of child that can learn on their own, or do you have to walk them through certain concepts in order for them to get the point of whatever you're trying to drive home with them? So I just give you an example of it. This can also be used for high school age students, volume 1, or older people who just need to refresh their concepts of math, or even a struggling graduate. But say, for example, you want to get all your math done in less than a year, where you can start out with this and do the fast track part of Learn Math Fast, and you read every lesson without completing each worksheet. And then after that, you take a time test at the end of each lesson to see did you really get the information that was being given to you. And if you pass, then you go forward to the next chapter. So it's different options that you can do versus for the younger one, the older one, the older ones, high school level, and ones who want to be on the fast track and go ahead and complete the entire series within a year or less than a year. Chapter 1 starts out with basic adding and subtracting, and you're instructed, you have 10 pennies, and you move them around based on the problem that you have at that particular time. So it's pretty neat how you do that, because we actually did that together as a family, and it really makes you think very well with dealing with how math actually works. So another thing that I like is about how she instructs you, and she give you those visual aids, because some of us need visuals, and we need hands-on. So this is not only visual, but it's hands-on because you will have your 10 pennies working this at the exact same time. Another thing that I particularly like about Learn Math Fast is that she explains it and she break it down, and I call it little segments, but you may call it something else. She breaks it down and then she shows you the visual, how it looks written in mathematical terms or form rather. And then she writes it out and then she explains to you, and it goes like this step by step by step. She actually helped me finally understand some of the concepts dealing with fractions, this book, Learn Math Fast, because it's been a while since I've been in school, so I forgot. So she actually, the way that she breaks it down and make it so simple, it breaks it down. That's what I love. Another thing that I absolutely love about Learn Math Fast is the VAC. With most curriculums, you have the answers. Whatever chapter you're on, they have like the answer for this is 25. For example, the answer for this question is 4, or whatever the question is, what you're working on. They'll just give you just the answer. With Learn Math Fast, they not only give you the answer, but they work the problem out. So if you have a student who has the answer right in the first 2 steps and it's a 3-step problem, you can really see and compare where they went wrong, and you can direct the child to go back to that specific area of the problem where they went wrong. So that's what I like. See, these are the answers in the back, but I want to show you just a great example of how she works the problem out. Like here with multiplication with decimals, it shows each step how the problem is worked out. Division, this is what I really love, because this is sometimes where children really, they get part of the question right, and then they get lost, I say lost in translation, so to speak, because they may get 34 right in this problem, but then they get to 9 and then they forget to borrow or leave the remainder. They can actually see how the problem is configured and how each step should look. That's why I love math, Learn Math Fast, because sometimes you can know the answer, but how did they get the answer? How did you come to that conclusion? So in her books, you will see all the steps, which is excellent. And not only that, you will also see the explanation of the problems. So that's what I love. And this is just an example of one of the lessons, how she explains division, how she shows you the 3 different forms of division. First, you divide this way, then you do with fractions, and then all 3 ways. So not only you're doing division, but she's helping you to identify the 3 types of division, how a problem will look in 3 different ways, and all of them exactly the same, dealing with division. So I just really love this book, and it's helping my daughter so much. She's getting more confident since she's doing better in math. I mean, just last week she did her math and got every single problem right, and that is amazing. And she's been using this program for about 2 months. I'm really happy with the results that's with her. So if you need a curriculum that breaks everything down, that every other math curriculum you try have not worked, why not give Learn Math Fast Systems a try? I hope this helped you with seeing this visual of how the book looks on the inside. Again, this is Tina with Lakeshore Academy. Have a good day. Bye.